My child, I see you standing there, right at the edge of something you cannot yet name. You are not sure whether to call it hope or hesitation. You have been through so much, and the scars of that season are still fresh enough that you almost do not trust the quiet. You are afraid that if you breathe too deeply, the peace will dissolve. And so you stand there, at the threshold, half longing, half guarding your heart. I know this place where you are standing. I placed you here. What I need you to hear today, before anything else, is this. I have not forgotten a single thing you have carried, not one sleepless night, not one tear you wiped away alone in the dark, not one moment when you pressed forward, even though your legs felt like stone, not one prayer that left your lips with more doubt than faith, but left anyway, because you did not know what else to do. I received every one of them, and none of it was wasted, none of it. I know what the last season cost you. I know the version of you that existed before the breaking, and I watched with tender eyes as that version was stripped away, piece by piece, until you felt as though you barely recognized yourself in the mirror. Some of you lost things you had built for years. Some of you lost people you thought would always be there. Some of you lost a vision for your life that you had carried so long. It felt like a part of your identity, and when it died, something in you grieved as though a person had gone. What you may not have seen clearly in those moments is what was actually happening beneath the surface. What you called loss, I was calling transformation. What you named as the end, I was naming as the entrance. The pain was real. I am not asking you to minimize it. What I am asking you to do is look at it again, but this time, look through my eyes. Because from where I stand, beloved, I did not see a child being abandoned. I saw a child being forged. There is a kind of depth that cannot be taught in comfort. There is a kind of wisdom that cannot be read in a book. There is a kind of strength that does not develop in seasons of ease. It only grows in seasons of pressure, of waiting, of uncertainty, of grief carried with faith. And I needed you to have that depth. I needed you to carry that wisdom. What is coming will require it. What is coming will be sustained by it. The suffering was not the end of your story. It was the author writing into you the very character that the next chapter demands. For I am convinced that what you are suffering now is nothing compared to the glory that is going to be revealed through you and for you, as it is written in Romans 8:18. But here is where I must speak gently, because I know what has settled into some of your hearts. There is a lie that crept in during the hard season. It came quietly, in the exhausted hours, dressed up to sound like wisdom. It sounds like this. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I took a wrong turn. Maybe the suffering means that I am not chosen, not favored, not worthy. Some of you have begun to believe that your pain is evidence of my absence, that the difficulty means I moved on, or that you somehow fell outside of my plan. My child, let me correct that lie with all the love I have for you. I told you through the prophet Jeremiah, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future," as it is written in Jeremiah 29:11. That promise was not spoken over a life without difficulty. It was spoken to a people in exile, people who were in the middle of the hardest chapter of their national story, people who had lost what they loved and were living in a land that did not feel like home.
Preserving practices that date back centuries. In an age of rapid change, these priests are living guardians of something timeless, keepers of customs the modern world might otherwise forget. But step away from the temple courtyards, and Nilanchal reveals another side of itself entirely. This hill is wrapped in dense, vibrant greenery, a quiet ecosystem thriving just beyond the sacred halls. Birds call from hidden branches,
In seasons that looked from the outside like nothing was happening at all. Like a seed, like a root system growing in darkness, long before the first leaf ever breaks the surface. You were not failing during those years. You were being rooted. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Isaiah 43:19. That verse is not a promise for after the wilderness. It is a promise for inside it. The new thing I am doing it now. The stream is forming now. You may not be able to see it yet, but the land under your feet is not as dry as it looks. Now let me go deeper, because there is something beneath the surface I need to address with you. Beneath the grief of what you lost, beneath the exhaustion of the long season, there is something older. There is a wound that was already there before any of this began, a place in you that has always believed, somewhere quiet and unspoken, that the good things would not last, that love would eventually leave, that when the fullness of blessing arrived, something would come to take it, that you were always one step from being uncovered, found out, or left behind. That wound did not come from the last season. It came from long before it. It came from a father who was not present the way I designed fathers to be present, or a betrayal early in your life that taught your heart to brace, or a series of disappointments stacked so close together that your soul quietly concluded. Expecting anything too deeply is dangerous. The enemy has used that wound to frame everything that happens to you. Every hard season runs through that old filter, and it whispers, "See, you knew it. Nothing stays." But beloved, that is not my voice. That is not my truth over your life. I am not a God who gives with one hand and takes with the other just to remind you not to get comfortable. I am not testing your faith by playing games with your heart. The season you endured was not the universe confirming your worst fear about yourself. It was me doing what I have always done, working all things together for the good of those who are called according to my purpose. As it is written in Romans 8:28, all things, not the pleasant things only. All of it. The wound needs to be addressed before you step into what is next. Because if you carry it forward, you will receive the new thing with a guarded heart. You will hold it at arm's length, waiting for it to be taken. And that is not how I designed you to receive blessing. I designed you to receive it with open hands and an open chest, fully present, fully inhabiting the goodness of what I give. So before you take one more step forward, come and let me tend to that place. Come and let me speak directly to the root. Because healing that root is not a luxury. It is preparation. It is part of how I am making you ready. And now, the turn. Now I ask you to look up. What is coming for your life is not a consolation prize for what you endured. It is not a small reward handed over because you survived. What is coming has been prepared with the same care and intention with which I formed you in your mother's womb. What is coming is specific. It has your name on it. It requires exactly the things the hard season built into you. The patience, the compassion, the wisdom that only grief can produce. The authority that only comes from someone who walked through fire and found that I was there. 2 Corinthians 4:17 speaks of it this way. The light and momentary troubles are achieving for you an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. The word achieving, that means the trouble was not passive. It was working. It was producing something. The hard season was not a blank space in your story. It was an active, intentional manufacturing of glory. And the weight of that glory, the scripture says, far outweighs everything the trouble cost you. I do not ask you to forget what it cost. I am asking you to weigh it honestly. Because when you place the suffering on one side of the scale and what I am bringing on the other, there is no contest. What is coming is worth everything you went through, every piece of it, every price. And you did not go through it alone. I was there in the valley. I was there in the silence. I was there when you cried and heard nothing back. My presence is not always loud, but it is always faithful. As the psalmist wrote, even if I make my bed in the depths, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. Psalm 139, 8-10. That hand never let you go, not once, not for a single hour. So now, my child, here is what I am asking of you. Here is the practical shift. the actual step I am inviting you to take. First, I am asking you to stop reading your story backward and start reading it forward. The backward reading says, "Look at all I lost, all I missed, all the time that was taken." The forward reading says, "Look at what I am now, what I carry now, what I understand now that I could not have understood before." Both are honest reckonings, but only one positions you to receive what is next. I am not asking you to be dishonest about the pain. I am asking you to also be honest about what the pain produced in you. Name that too. Speak that aloud. Write it down if you must. Say, "I am more compassionate because of this. I am deeper because of this. I am less afraid of hard things because of this. I know God's faithfulness in a way I could not have known it any other way." Second, I am asking you to release the timeline. Some of you are gripping a clock with white knuckles, furious that you are not yet where you imagined you would be at this point in your life. But my timing is not your timing, and my timing is always exact. I do not delay without reason. The season you are just emerging from, it needed to complete its full work. A half-formed person cannot fully steward a whole promise. I was not delaying the blessing, I was completing the preparation. And now, the preparation is coming into completion. You are closer than you think. But I need you to open your hands and release the version of how you thought this would go, so I can hand you the version I have actually been building all along. That version is better. It is always better. Third, I am asking you to walk forward in the identity I have spoken over you, not the identity built from your wounds, but the identity built from my word. You are not the sum of what broke you. You are not defined by the season that nearly cost you everything. You are my child. You are chosen, called, deeply loved, and being led. And as it is written in Isaiah 40:31, "Those who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." That renewing is already beginning in you. I feel it, even if you do not yet. This is my word over you today, spoken from the fullness of everything I am. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not a child who wandered too far off course for me to reach. You are exactly where I knew you would be at this moment in your story, and I am exactly where I have always been, here with you, working on your behalf, weaving every thread, even the dark ones, into something that will one day make you catch your breath with wonder. What is coming is real. It is prepared. It is sealed in my word, and it is worth everything you went through to get there. Walk forward, beloved. Open your hands, open your heart. The new thing has already begun. As it is written, "Behold, I am doing a new thing." Do you not perceive it? You are about to perceive it. I am making the way right now, in this very hour. The streams are rising, the morning is coming, and I, who began a good work in you, will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus, as it is written in Philippians 1:6. I do not start what I will not finish, and I am not finished with you yet.